There are some specific things that men want in their relationship, and not a lot of women know what they are. When you find out what those secrets are, your relationship can completely transform. And today I'm going to be revealing those secrets. Hi, ladies. My name is Ieva Bereisaite, and I am one of Greta's high value women coaches. Today I will be revealing 5 things that men secretly want in women. Before we jump into today's juicy video, make sure you take the self-awareness test to find out if you're a woman of high value or if you're a woman of low value, and you can find that test in the description section below. Also, I'm wearing Greta's hoodie, Chase Goals, Not Drama. If you want to get your hands on a hoodie like this, or maybe a t-shirt, then definitely check out her store. You can find the link to that in the description section as well. First and foremost, the advice that I'm going to be giving today has a lot to do with high value men, high quality men. So definitely keep that in mind throughout today's video. The first thing that a high value man will look for is an equal partner. A woman who will not accept last minute dates or late night calls. Men are very interested in those types of women because those types of women know how to set boundaries, and boundaries are attractive for high value men. A woman who is high value and knows how to set boundaries will let a man know if something is okay to do or if something is not okay to do, right? And this is a very attractive thing for a high quality man. A high value man who is looking for an equal partner will not be looking for a woman who nags, who loses emotional control, and so on. He will be looking for a woman who knows how to set boundaries, right? Because boundaries have a lot to do with self-respect. Women who know how they want to be handled, right? And are confident and have a specific standard of life are the ones who set those boundaries, and they're not afraid to do so. These types of women set boundaries with partners, with family, with co-workers, and they don't have any problems doing that. A high value man will not be upset if a woman sets a boundary when he is acting out of line. He would actually be more attracted to that because she has her standards, right? She knows how she wants to be treated, and it will give off the vibe of, if you can't treat me this way, well, then it's not going to work out, right? So boundaries are very powerful, and by just letting a person know in a nice way when they do cross the line or when something is not okay, that is a very good quality to have, and it is something very attractive for high value men. Boundaries show a lot of self-worth and a lot of confidence, which again is really something that men want in a woman, right? Especially high value men. This is not something that a man will actually say. A man will not tell a woman, I want you to set boundaries with me and I want you to let me know what I cannot do, right? A man will never say that. But as a woman, you should definitely call a person out when they have crossed the line, or when they are being disrespectful, or when they have been rude, or when they do something that is not okay. And it doesn't have to be bitchy. It can just be super simple by saying, that wasn't very nice, don't really appreciate that, or just calling someone out in a neutral tone, right? And that is this is something that not many women know how to do because it is not taught in schools. You learn it additionally, especially if you have not been raised this way. But having this quality is a benefit in so many different areas of life, especially in relationships. And this is definitely something that a high value man would want his woman to do, okay? But again, they don't voice it, but it definitely is a big secret. The second thing that men want is to be respected. Men like it when other people look up to them as that wise and strong character that they are. This also comes down to one very essential thing. When your guy is setting out to go on a new adventure in life, and by that I mean a career change, takes on a new hobby, really wants to get fit, or just simply has some goal, right? Cheer him on, encourage him and believe in him. Encourage your guy to do something, especially if he is doubting himself. If he wants to achieve something, but it is outside of his comfort zone and he is getting those doubts, then be his supporter, right? Tell him that he can succeed and be kind of like, in a way, his backbone, I guess, when it comes to achieving his goals. Let him be the one to come to you for maybe support, because some men do that. If you've ever heard a man like doubting himself a little bit, if he does show that, then be that support that he is looking for. It will be rewarded. It is a wonderful feeling for a man to be supported by his family and especially by his partner. It is a wonderful feeling to have as a man. You will feel like you can move mountains. Just the same way that a woman wants her guy to support her when she is also following her dreams, it really does go hand in hand, and men really do appreciate that. So words of encouragement really do go a long way. And again, this is not something that a man might say. He's not going to say, oh, I wish you really supported me more, unless you really weren't doing it. But in most cases, it's something that a man won't say. So make sure you do encourage him when he does show doubt. If you've come this far but have not subscribed yet, make sure you do that right now by clicking the subscribe button below. The third thing that men want is to get their ego stroked. Simply praise him if he does something big or small for you, right? It really does go a long way. It's a part of today's society for a man to really get his ego stroked, right? And with this, I mean, definitely don't overdo it, right? Don't say, oh my gosh, you're so amazing, you're so awesome, I can't believe you did this for me, this is fantastic. I don't mean it like that. If he does something for you, like he fixes his table, he fixes your table, or he, I don't know, fixes something else around the house, right? Or does something that you're not capable of doing, or you don't know how to do, or you just want him to do it for you, and he does it, right? Just stroke his ego a little bit. For example, if he carries a box into your house, right? Or carries your groceries for you, and puts them on the table or whatever, just say, thank you for helping me. They're really heavy, Or just giving him that little boost, like, oh, I could have not done that by myself, For example, if he hangs up some lights and he is on a ladder and it's high, and then he comes down on the ground, and you can say something like, oh wow, thank you so much for doing that, I'm scared of heights, so I would have not been able to do that. Just praising him in some way, shape, or form, in a way that is masculine for him. Just something like that. He will really appreciate it, and he will just be like, oh, she praises my masculinity. That's so awesome. They really enjoy that. I have seen so many times where a man carries a heavy box into the house, And the woman says, wow, thank you so much for carrying that. That is so heavy. And he's like, no problem. It's fine. And then you see him go out and he's just like walking like this because the box wasn't that heavy, but it's about the whole idea of making them feel more masculine. The fourth thing is to not criticize them for helping. If you criticize a man for helping you, he's not going to want to help you anymore. And here is an example. I remember when I had to have my curtains hanged up in my living room, right? 8 or 7 years ago. And I literally could not do it because I had to like make a hole in the wall and I did not, now I know how to do it, but back then I did not know. And so I got my boyfriend to do that for me. And the problem was that the wall was made up of really hard concrete cement, right? You could literally not put a hole in that wall. But we didn't know. So he got like the machine, I don't even know what it's called, to make the hole in the wall, right? And it ended up going completely wrong because instead of having like a thin hole to just put the screw in and hang everything up, the wall started falling apart. And at the end, we had like a hole that was this big, right? Just in the corner of the wall. And it looked disastrous. I didn't say anything because he was trying so hard. And it was just really the type of wall that would not budge, right? It did not work. And he hung it up. He still ended up hanging it up. And there was this massive hole right beside the curtain. And I didn't say anything about that. I just said, thank you for helping me, you know? And he was like, oh yeah, that, like, I'm really happy you like it. I'm just so sorry about the hole in the wall. I'm gonna fix it. He naturally said it himself, and I was like, oh, that's sweet. Thank you so much. And then he fixed that, and that was pretty much it. I could have looked at the situation completely differently. I could have nagged at him for making that huge hole in the wall, and he would have been upset because it took like 2 hours, you know, and he would have probably not wanted to help me anymore. Or he would have thought that I just normally nag because it was the start of the relationship. So even if things don't go the way that they were supposed to go, whatever you do, do not criticize the work, okay? If he messed something up and you still say thank you, he will naturally want to fix whatever he messed up as well. And with this, I want to tell you another story of how criticizing a man can go completely wrong. Two people moved in together, right? And he helped her clean the house, okay? He helped her clean the house, but he wasn't cleaning very well. He wasn't dusting very well. He didn't do a very good job. And so the woman criticized him like, oh, this is done wrong. This is done wrong. Why can't you do this better? And this literally went on for a while, you know, like 2 days of cleaning. And she would criticize him. And he started doing an even worse job. And she just said then, okay, you can't do this. I'm just going to do everything by myself. And the trick is that I know for a fact that this man knows how to clean. I know for a fact that this man knows how to clean. And he specifically cleaned badly in order to be criticized by her so that he would at the end not even have to clean, so that she would think that he can't clean. But I know for a fact that he can. He just got himself out of cleaning. So his now wife thinks that he can't clean And yeah, but I know that he actually can from previous stories and so on. And so men will think automatically that if I do a bad job, she's going to criticize me so much, she's going to get someone else to do it, or I'm not even going to do it anymore. Instead, if he doesn't do a good job, still praise him. Don't let him off the hook. Still praise him. He will end up having to do it. And when you still praise him for what he does, he will automatically try to do an even better job than he normally would. Don't make the mistake of criticizing him. Men are not stupid. They're very smart and they know how it works. So the fifth thing is give him space. Sometimes men find it hard to tell a woman that they need space or some time alone. The fact is that men do need space and time alone. Some men need more, some men need less. And there are different types of forms with space. Some men go out with their guy friends, some men go work out, some men go for walks, some men go to a bar with a friend, or others play PlayStation alone. Whatever it might be, that is his form of space, and give that to him. Whatever you do, do not nag about the fact that he is doing something that is not including you. Instead, when he does something like this, just mirror his actions. Do something with your friends too. Start doing more with your hobby. At some point, he will then feel that little bit of an emotional distance because you guys are doing separate things, and he will start to miss you and he will start to reach out to you. Whatever you do, do not nag. And here comes another story. So again, I know a couple who the woman did not like when her husband would spend time with his friends, right? She felt left alone. And so she would nag him, right? She would nag him. And at the end of the day, the guy still did stuff with his friends, but he would end up lying about it. He would end up saying that his friends actually needed help from him, right? So that his girlfriend or wife would not get upset at him. She would end up getting upset at the friends. So this whole situation was just a disaster. But when a guy needs his space, you cannot take it away from him. When he takes time to spend with his friends, be happy, because when he comes back to you, he will be more rested, he will be in a better mood, he will be more energized, and he will want to spend more time with you. So a man is gonna get a space either way, right? Whatever you do, let him have that. Men simply need energy to recharge, and very often that just does not include the girlfriend, which is perfectly fine. I know women who like to do things on their own without the guy so that they can recharge too. I'm one of those people. I need time for myself as well without the boyfriend to recharge. But this is something for sure 100% that men do, so simply let them do that. Okay, ladies, this was the video for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up and comment below what you liked most about this video. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to join Greta's High Value Women's School to learn how to bring out the best in your man. It's a free, awesome Facebook community. The link to the Facebook group is in the description section down below. Make sure you check that out if you haven't already. And if you want to know how to stay attractive via text, what games men play on women, or how to have emotional control, how to get your ex back, or even how to love yourself. Or maybe you have a hobby that you want to turn into an online business. Well, Greta has all of these videos and more up for sale on her website at gretabereisaite.com. Again, you can find the link to her website in the description section below. And if you would like one-on-one coaching with me, Greta, or any member of Greta's team, then just simply book a coaching, and you can find that in the description section as well. Also, if you don't follow Greta on her Instagram, make sure you do that right now and give her a follow. Her Instagram is Ladies Relationship Coach. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you next week. Bye!